Everybody seems to have a whole lot of questions about what's going on from the standpoint of the IRS and the state of Louisiana about their income tax returns. Everybody has a lot of questions. We do have a few answers. The due date on everybody's federal return is still April 15th. There's a lot of pressure on the IRS to extend that. The IRS always has a whole lot of stuff on its plate, and especially now. Last night, the president instructed the IRS to extend the due date from April 15th to something later. One thing that we don't know about is what he meant by extending the due date for those that are affected by the coronavirus. So we'll see about that. Another really good development is that the president authorized the Secretary of the Treasury to extend the date for payment of their taxes. All of us owe our federal taxes for 2019 and the first quarter estimated payment for 2020 taxes on April 15th. That due date for those taxes has been extended 90 days until July 15th. Now, many of our members of the bar are self-employed, either as sole practitioners or members in law firms. And many of us, like myself, we have a question about the second quarter estimated payment for 2020. That would be due June 15th. And nothing has happened yet. We expect something to happen, but don't have anything yet. Now, the extension on the payment is up to $1 million for individuals. And specifically, the Secretary of the Treasury said that payments made by July 15th would be exempt from penalty or interest. Also, with respect to corporations, up to $10 million, they have an extension of time for payment. The American Institute of CPAs has real good rapport with the leaders at the IRS and has suggested several steps to help all of us, and we expect something to happen there. In addition, there's numerous political players that have been communicating with the IRS commissioner about what needs to happen, specifically the April 15th due date. But I think the recent action by the president is going to have some effect. Many of you know that the Louisiana due date for individual returns is May 15th. Our friends at the Department of Revenue is taking a close look at that, and we'll see what they have to say about that. Locally, Mayor Broome did extend the city parish sales tax returns, the due date on those returns. Didn't see anything on the taxes, but the returns has been extended for 30 days. Haven't heard anything yet from our friends at the state with the Department of Revenue. In addition, kind of on a non-tax front, the IRS has announced that what is called high deductible health plans can pay the coronavirus related costs without applicability, as I understand it, of the deductible or cost sharing. There's a whole lot going on with respect to some legislation in the Congress. I did understand that there was a new bill that was signed by President Trump last night in terms of an amendment to the Family and Medical Leave Act that could provide some benefit for employees of employers with less than 500 workers that have been on the job for 30 days. In terms of, I think what you may be looking at there is job protected leave. So you may want to just take a look on the internet and see what you have there. Like I say, a whole lot of questions and a few answers. We think over the next few weeks, things will begin to clear up and we'll have better guidance.